Well, take some time out and dig some metal. It'll make you happy. Well, welcome to Finding America, and it's really great seeing you. Now, this past holiday weekend made things a little bit different. Now, Chris had some family events to attend, so I decided to hold off going back to that awesome site from last week's video until he can join me. Well, that left me with a wide open weekend, and I decided to go to one of my other new permissions nearby. The empty lot that once was the site of that very old house, and where I found that really awesome eagle hat pin. Now, I knew I had barely scratched the surface there, and once I got there, I could not believe how much was in the ground. Well, I went there with absolutely no expectations whatsoever. All I wanted to do was dig in the dirt and find whatever came my way. And as it turned out, I found a lot. Now, I had a blast hunting along the banks of that beautiful river, and I really hope you enjoyed coming along on this one. Well, I am out here early this morning. Just wanted to come out to this, back to this permission where I got the hat pin. And my second signal was a 30, and look at what I got here. I love this thing. It's an aluminum, I think it's an aluminum coaster. But look, see if you can see the design on this. That is a wash bucket right there. It has a clothesline that goes all the way across the top. Hang on just a second, we got a car going by. But if you can see the wash tub, the clothesline with mittens hanging with clothespins, and there's a little cat holding the other end of the clothesline. That is so cool. That's probably going to be 30s to 50s, somewhere in there. I'm assuming it's an aluminum coaster. But that is way cool. Wow, I thought that was just going to be an old junk lid or something. As soon as I saw the shape, I'm like, I think it's a coaster. That's killer. Well, this thing was giving me a 12, and nothing special, but it's kind of cool. Little shotgun shell, but real clean one. It's a Winchester Ranger, 16 gauge, and of course it says Made in USA on it. So I'll look that one up and date it, see how old it is. Well, okay, I got a 2930. I'm hoping for a deep silver quarter, honestly. But I dug down. I want to show you what I see down here. You see that? You see that diamond right there? I think that is another cap gun. Another diamond Hubly. Yeah, that is, yeah, it sure is. There's a diamond with an H. I cannot believe there's another cap gun in this property. I have a feeling maybe there might be a whole bunch more. But I'm going to get it, I'm going to widen this hole and get it exposed, and I'll be right back. Well, I got it dug out. It was 9 inches deep, but check it out. You see that? Another complete cap gun. I haven't pulled it out yet, just cleared it out so you can see it in situ. Oh man, that is so awesome. Here it comes, first time out of here in 60 years. Look at that. Woo! 3 of them out of this yard. And it's exactly the same model that I found the last time. It's got this reared up horse right there. But how cool is that? This one's actually in better shape than my last one. Well, this one was giving me a nice 23-24 signal. Said it was in the plug, and that's where it was. Looks like I got another older toy car. Very nice. Let me get it brushed off and I'll be right back. Give you a better look at it. Looks to be some sort of race car. I'll give you a little better look at it. It's definitely an old one. It's another Lindsay Matchbox from England. Second one I've gotten here. This one's going to be a 1969, and it's going to be a Ford GT40, I believe. I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell you something about this property. It is wall-to-wall signals. I mean, literally every couple inches. And it's quickly turning into Toyland. And this might be the nickname for this spot. I dug down here, another toy car. Look at that. Another old one, I think, too. And, yep, it's another Hot Wheels. Definitely an old one. I'm gonna get it cleaned up. Well, I was able to read the bottom, and believe it or not, this is another 1969. This is the Hot Wheels, and it says King Cuda, which is one of my all-time favorite cars. I used to have a 72. Oh, I miss that one. Well, just going real slow and digging it all. Got a 14 here. First thing I saw was a little piece of china with a bit of a pattern on there, some kind of floral design. And then I saw what was giving me the signal. That's pretty cool. That's a part of an old lantern. That's what the wick would have come through. But it's got a nice old design around it. Pretty cool piece there. Now we're getting into a little bit of older stuff. Now, this property had a double wide on it for a long time, and before that it had an old house, supposedly dated back to the turn of the century. So I'm glad to see this, starting to see a little bit of older stuff. And for those of you wondering, I am just running in Park 2, nothing special. Sensitivity's about 22, and just running stock 11-inch coil. This one was giving me an 18, 19. Occasionally it would give me a little bit higher tone when it hit the 20, 21 area. I dug down, I was hoping for an Indian or a Wheatie, but it's kind of cool. Some kind of stamped aluminum piece, but it's got a star on it. Not quite sure what that is. Well, next thing was about 8 inches down. Oh, it was kind of high toning on me, 26, 27. I was a bit surprised, but I ended up getting a Wheatie. And this one's going to be a 1956. Really nice condition. Look at how they're coming out of this ground. Well, this one was giving me a 19. Sounded real solid. And just dug down about 6 inches. I was putting the dirt on my drop cloth when I saw it pop out, and I think it's heart-shaped. Let me show it to you down there. That's pretty cool. I have no idea. I don't know. Huh. Let's see. I don't see anything on it. I don't know. I'm gonna get it sprayed off with a little brush and see if we can see anything else. Well, there it is. I don't see anything on it. It's a real thin stamped metal. Pretty cool. That's kind of a cool find here. It was giving me a 17. Dug down about 6, 7 inches. Now I've cleaned this up a little bit just to save some time. But this is the bottom plug to a hot water bottle. Now this piece was made by the Schrader family. It's actually the son who patented this piece in the late 1800s. And this one's going to be early 1900s. But it's very cool. And it even says Schrader right there on top. And just a neat little item. Of course, his father invented the valve stem, the Schrader valve stems that you find quite a bit of, especially with the Model T cars. And actually, we use the Schrader valve all the way up until today. It was quite the family, big family of inventors. Well, just hunting right along this old tree they cut down, and was getting just I could barely get it one way. I changed directions and I got it both ways. Sounded pretty nice. It was ringing at 19. It was 7 inches down, but I'm pretty tickled with this one. Let me let you see what it is here. Yep, it's a Great Seal cuff button. That's awesome. And it's going to be World War I, World War II vintage. And of course they use similar buttons now. Depends on the back mark, but 7 inches down underneath the tree root, yeah, I'd have to say it's pretty old. So very happy with that one, and I'll keep on going. Got a really nice 22-23 signal, about 6-7 inches down. Just popped out on my draw cloth. I think I have a ring, but I think it's an old brass wedding band that would have been plated originally. Yep, sure is. And it's probably going to be early 1900s. Could go back into the 1800s. But that is a great find. I like finding these. Nice little personal item. Well, I was getting a nice high tone. I was ringing higher than I thought it would. It was about 27, 28. But got it out on my drop cloth, and I believe it's going to be a wheat penny. Yep, sure is. It came out of this ground real nice. Let's see. I have a little trouble seeing it. Looks like 52D. So I will definitely take that, and maybe some more old coins somewhere around here. Well, I got a nice 21-22 signal. Dug down about 4 inches, but it was underneath this root. And I took a peek at it, but I got a nice early weedy. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to make this one out or not, but it's actually pretty clean. It's a 1920. So definitely happy to see that. I'm going to keep on going here. Well, this signal was giving me a 23 and a 24. Dug down about 4 inches. Wasn't very deep, but I just popped it loose. And it's going to be an old brass water hose nozzle. Very cool. It's definitely has some age to it. And I'll get it cleaned up. It looks like it might have a maker's mark on it. So a very cool little piece. Well, this one was giving me a 26. Very loud, big target, and I popped it loose, and this is what I saw. Hopefully I can get that in there. Alright, I have not pulled it out yet, so we're going to see what this is. Okay. Let's see, let me flip it over. Some kind of cat. It's glass and metal, or I don't know. That's pretty different, isn't it? Well, I wasn't expecting that. I'll get it cleaned up when I get home, and we'll get a better look at this one. I'm telling you, you never know what's going to come out of the next hole. Well, I think I have something pretty interesting in the hole here, and I tell you, it gave me a 17, and I have been digging a whole lot of 17s, and most of them have been garbage pieces after garbage and junk, but you just got to keep digging them. And this hopefully will be an example of why. All I saw was the outline of this, and I just grabbed the camera. So we'll find out what this is together. I'm thinking, yeah, it's some sort of pin or brooch. Oh yeah, it's old too. Very nice. This is probably a piece to the original house that's had here. Oh, that's awesome. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get it sprayed off and brushed, and would have had a stone in the center from the looks of it, but that's a beautiful piece. And there it is. Boy, that's a pretty little piece. I'll check the hole, see if the stone's in there. A lot of times they get thrown away because the stone fell out, but still has a lot of the original plating on it. Very cool. Should clean up really nice. Well, got another toy car. It's giving me a 22. Is pretty far down there. I'd say almost 7 inches, but this one's pretty cool. Looks like some type of race car, like an Indy car, or I'm not sure. But I'm gonna get this cleaned up. This one has a little bit of age to it. Well, there it is, and it's another 1969 Hot Wheels. So this kid was, he had quite the collection in '69. And it's a, there's the bottom side. Pretty cool little piece. Well, I got a 23 and it was, you know, double blip, so I knew it was some kind of a surface coin. And I just, I popped it out and I thought, okay, it's going to be a new penny, but check it out. It's a Wheatie. That's pretty cool. Right under the surface. That's going to be a 1940. I'll definitely take that. I'll tell you what, I can't believe it. I did it again. This yard is, it's an interesting yard. Let me show you. I got a 26, very difficult signal. I decided to go for it, and it's about a foot down. I'm going to show you. Hopefully you can see what's at the bottom of the hole down here. Look at that. That's the end of another cap gun. That's the end of the barrel with the sight on the end. And hopefully it's complete. It's going to take me a little bit. I'll open it up and dig this one out, but if it's complete, this is the fourth one from this yard. I tell you what, his parents must have been really tired of buying cap guns. Jeez. Well, I've got it exposed and it is complete. That is amazing. I can just hear his parents saying, all right, what'd you do with the cap gun this time, Johnny? I'll tell you, that's amazing. 4 of them from this yard. It's another Hubbley too. Diamond Hubbley right there. Wow. Whew. First time to see the light of day in a while. That is awesome. Whew. It's just amazing. I mean, it's so hard to find one complete, and we found 4 of them so far. Just absolutely awesome. That's my second one for the day. Well, I got something pretty cool in the hole. Was chasing a 14 and it was deep, so I had a feeling it was going to be a big iron, and that's exactly what it was. But down about 11 inches, check it out. Oh, hatchet head. Man, that thing is old. That is so cool. Who knows how old that thing is. But very happy to have dug that up. I love digging up big iron. You just never know what's going to come out of that hole. Well, this was a nice 22, 23. Nice little high tone. And dug down, saw it laying in the hole. All I did was wipe it with my thumb. Look how nice the Wheaties are coming out of this ground. And this one's going to be a 1936, no mint mark, Philadelphia. But that's a beauty. I mean, this one was lost almost when it was new. Great detail. So very happy to have that. Well, I tell you, this one was a challenge. It was giving me a pretty nice high tone, about 24. Opened the plug, dug a little bit out, and I actually lost the signal. I couldn't even pick it up. But it just sounded too good to start with, so I kept going. And I'm telling you, I'm about 11 or 12 inches down. I started getting it with the pinpointer, and then it popped out. And there it is, sitting right where it landed. And it is a complete compact. Very nice. Oh, wow. Very cool. Wow, I tell you what, that thing was way down there. And a lot of times you'll lose that signal, but go ahead and take 3 or 4 inches out of the hole. It might have turned on edge or something, and you just never know. And that's what happened this time. Ended up finding it after all, but that's a great piece. I'll get it cleaned up when I get home. Well, it looks like I got another nice find here. It was only giving me a 14 and only in one direction. And I thought, well, let me just see what it is. And I just, I dug down, and then I realized why I was doing that. It was buried like nose up. But check this thing out. Look at that. It still has the cover on it. It's an old toy truck. This one's going to be 60s, similar to the one I dug last time here, the Made in England Leslie. This is probably going to be mid-60s, but that is pretty darn cool. Man, this thing's in great shape. I'm going to get it cleaned up a little bit and show it to you. Ooh, I like that one. Well, I think I have something really cool. Another 17. I dug down about 5 inches. Saw it come out on the drop cloth. I was a little puzzled at first, but now I have a pretty good idea what it is. Check it out. I think it's going to be some kind of fireman's pin. I cannot believe it isn't broken. But you see the fireman's axe, and it's got some type of shield in the center. How awesome is that? That is just so cool. I'm going to get it sprayed off and brushed, and we'll get a better look at it. I'll be right back. Oh, that's just a great find. Wow, look at this. That is so awesome. It's got FD for fire department in the center. It's got a hydrant on this side and a ladder on the other side, and a fireman's axe behind it. That is way cool. And there's the back side. Wow, it's amazing. All in one piece. Yeah, that's an awesome find. That really makes my day. Well, sometimes it's just nice to get out there and play in the dirt. And I came away with some really cool finds. Now, I had a lot of fun on this hunt, and I really hope you enjoyed watching this one. Now, I have some very cool historical photos to close the show with that might just bring back some really fond memories for you. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure. And I cannot wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.